Good evening and welcome to night one of the playoffs for JSBO. Along with three-time NEC champion Dave Calloway, I am Dan Yuzerski bringing you this doubleheader as a three by Liba doesn't go. Corner out to Jagan Mosley, no good. Shot clock expired.
And Alex Liba able to clean it up. 2 extra offensive possessions there on offensive boards.
Here's Salnave, former Monmouth point guard. Loses it out of bounds. Stay at Ortho and J. Here's Polari from the corner, no good. Rebounded Liba. Saeed Nelson taking it up, guarded by Salnave. Nelson spinning inside, putting one up, getting the deuce.
Seashore with an early 4-0 lead here. 2 possessions, 2 scores. Hit the offensive glass on the last possession. That time Nelson able to take it to the basket and score easily.
Here's Big Mike Amon, guarded by Liba inside, using that physical presence, but doesn't get the basket there. Lord trying a three. It's down. That's Kieran Sheard.
Coming into this game, Dan, we were talking, the Seashore was missing a lot of their players. Thought it was going to be a big advantage for Ortho, but Seashore come out with the early 7-0 lead. And
as Polari ends the 7-0 run with the deuce.
Polari finally are able to finally get Ortho on the board.
Mosley for a three, no good. Fight for it goes to Amon. The leading rebounder during the regular season, averaged 16 rebounds a game. There's Pappas to Amon. Amon with some room, he's fouled, and will shoot 2 at the line.
Well, Amon played locally here at Raritan in the Jersey Shore, and also up at Staten Island at Wagner College, where he played for 4 years.
He's a walking double-double as he gets his first free throw. The second is money.
Talked about Amon, I believe, played a year or 2 for Dan Hurley, national champion this year with UConn. He started his college coaching career at Wagner, and Amon was on, I believe, one of his first teams.
As Jagan Mosley strips it, here comes Pappas. The layup. Pappas known more for his shooting, but he gets 2 there.
And actually, Pappas in his career at Monmouth, especially his last year where he really exploded. What a foul up there.
Liba for 2. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Liba on Amon. Amon has more size and strength, but good defense by Liba there. Gets the rebound as well.
Yeah, Liba looks like he got a little extra size on him and athleticism.
Liba for 2, drains 1. 11-6, 6:40 in. 6:40 to play in quarter number 1. Here's Weish to Amon. Amon setting a screen for Salnave. Here's Pappas. Guarded by Jagan Mosley. Gets the flip. A little bit of a mismatch. This one's stolen by Jagan Mosley. They'll go the other way with it. Mosley out to the corner. Here's Saeed Nelson. Corner for Mosley. He's got Pappas on him. He takes a 3. No good. Fight for the rebound. It stays on this end with Seashore Auto. And Seashore Auto takes a timeout. We will be right back. Dwayne Jones has it off the inbound from Jagan Mosley. He's going to flip it out to Kieran Sheard. Sheard tries a three. No good. Putback is no good either from Saeed Nelson. Here comes Pappas to Amon, out to Weiss. Weiss trying a three. No good. Liba controls the rebound.
Weiss coming up a little lame after that shot.
Here comes Jagan Mosley taking it to the basket. No good. George Pappas rebounds that one. Pappas to Salnave. His three-pointer is down. Ortho and Jay retakes the lead. They lead by 2. Nelson to Liba. Out to Sheard. Sheard spinning. Step back. Fall away. No good. Pappas thought about it. He passes to Polari. Amon's got an open three. Takes it. Doesn't go. Rebound carrying out to Pappas, who tries the three. That no good as well. Both teams becoming a little bit cold from beyond the arc as Nelson doesn't get a friendly bounce there. It bounces out.
Both teams back and forth, living and dying by the three-point line as Polari tries to do some work inside. Unable to get a shot off. And Amon, the more physical, experienced player, and going against the younger Liba, able to finish with that left hand.
It's the difference between a pro and a college athlete, as the lead's been nailed to 15. It's 18-15. Jagan Mosley out to Saeed Nelson. Thought about the three. Passes to Sheard. He takes one from the corner. No good. Rebounded Mike Amon. 17-13 as Sheard steals it. Gonna pass to Dwayne Jones. 2-on-1. Jones, the deuce. 17-15. Polari had an opening for three. Missed it. Amon was in good position for the rebound. Doesn't get that one. Pappas had that one. And here's Polari and stumping it into Amon. Amon just too strong inside. 19-15.
Well, I think Ortho's recognizing an Amon as a veteran, getting deep position down low on the younger Liba and able to finish with that left. But Liba showing,
right back.
Yeah, showing some athleticism, and he's got the size advantage. Right now, that's been the little back and forth between the two post players.
Polari has Liba on him now. He takes a three. No good. A little too strong. Jagan Mosley has it after the rebound. Here comes Sheard inside. He gets it tipped right to Liba, who finishes the deuce. 19 all with a minute 35 to play in quarter number 1. Weiss working on Nelson. Fouled and one.
Weiss, another veteran player, using his strength when he gets into the lane. He's going to go for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Some subs coming in. I tell you, I was impressed with Liba, the young freshman now that he'll be a sophomore next year out of Penn State, Harrisburg, the Division II program. Had a good first 8 minutes.
I mean, it's not easy to go up against Mike Amon, as he's a walking double-double, as that one had a little too much English. It'll stay with C. Auto after it goes out. Eddie Hendricks checks in as well as Amari Jones. And former Monmouth player Jesse Rivera, or Jesse Steele, is in as well, number 2, as he fouls Dwayne Jones. Actually, that's an offensive foul. Hendricks with an illegal screen. Salnave, a three. Doesn't get it to go. The rims have not been very friendly early on. Here's Dwayne Jones with it. Jones outside, threw it back. It's going to be a backcourt violation. Or no.
They're saying it was tipped.
Jagan Mosley, a three, down. Seashore Auto retakes the lead. Pappas, an answer. That doesn't go. Soaring in is Jagan Mosley. He controls the rebound. Dwayne Jones going to play at Charleston this year. He drains a three. (25-21). 5-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Polari has Hendricks on him, gets inside, mismatch there. Sheard has it, they can hold for the final shot. Dwayne Jones, a three, no good, rebound. Salnave, as time expires, doesn't get it to go. Won't count. 25-23 after quarter number one. Welcome back to the start of quarter number two. Dan Yuzerski, Dave Calloway, an even first quarter for both teams. Seashore Auto in control by 2. Pappas spinning. He's got Mosley on him. Passes to Weish. Weish out to Polari. He's got Amari Jones on him, makes a move, gets inside, the deuce.
Polari, the leading scorer for Ortho. Very explosive going to the rim.
Polari, not someone that's normally aggressive. He's been very aggressive for them tonight as Pappas tipped that pass. Tipped it right to Jagan Mosley. Mosley, fall away jumper is no good. Weish has it after the Salnave rebound. He drives and one. He'll shoot one more after the made basket.
Well, both teams going with fairly small lineups. Liba, who had a great first quarter, 12 points, leads all scorers. He's getting some well-deserved rest, and so is Eamon for Ortho. Basically, both teams going with 5 guards.
And the guards that Ortho and Jay have might be a little bit more of an advantage than the guard Seashore Auto has. Offensive foul. Polari draws the charge on Amari Jones.
Yeah, Parley really anticipated Jones going baseline and beat him to the spot, and Jones lowered his shoulder. An easy call for the official. Jones didn't like it, but the right call as he pushed off.
As there's a little timeout for George Pappas to clean up some perspiration that Polari got on the floor when he took the charge. Jesse Steele.
And Ortho with the 5 guards are really just taking 5 spread. And once again, Travis Weish able to get to the basket easily.
Good
finish.
Start to the second quarter. It's a 7-0 run as Nelson's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
And actually, Seashore started the game on a 7-0 run, and Ortho got back into it quickly with a few threes. Now they've started. Ortho's on their own 7-0 run as they build up a 5-point cushion.
Dwayne Jones will check in for Kieran Sheard. And actually, they change it from a shot to a side out. Nelson has it now. To the inbound from Chetty Mosley. Nelson almost doubled. He's got Salnave on him. And Salnave steals it. Here comes Pappas. One man to beat. He beats his man. 9-0 run for Ortho and J. They lead by 7. And another steal. This one, the long pass. Pappas was able to get it and control it. He passes to Steele. Steele tries a 3. No good. Here comes Jagan Mosley. Thought about the 3. Decides to pass it up. He's got a little bit of a screen here from Amari Jones. It's Polari on him. Mosley, not many that are easier than that one. He faked out Polari and had the easy 2. Here's Polari. Tries a 3. Money. Louis Polari hits another 3. The lead is now 8. Here's
Polari.
Nelson, coast to coast.
Both teams can get up and down quickly. And Polari has done a lot of his work around the rim, and turnovers have been really on the end of Seashore. Had a few turnovers here to start this second quarter, which has allowed Ortho that 9-0 run. Was part of that. But I'll tell you, Polari has been able to balance his scoring. 2 threes, being able to get to the rim a few times. Had a run out. Took the offensive foul, so doing a little bit of everything for Ortho.
Argus and Liba check back in for Seashore Auto. Seashore Auto now holds the size advantage as Jones misses there. And a foul. It's going to go on Pappas. A loose ball foul on Pappas.
That'll be his second.
Chetty Mosley will inbound to Nelson. He's got a screen from Liba. Polari on him. He's going to pass to Hargis, who has Dwayne Jones. Hargis from the corner. His 3's no good. Liba the rebound. The putback is good. 14 points in the first half for Liba. Lead cut to 4. Pappas drives past him. Here's Polari wide open. Another 3 for Polari. Timeout, Seashore Auto. No.
Actually going to, I think, get a T on somebody maybe.
It is. It's going to go on head coach Terry Hicks. Pappas will shoot and miss the tech. 7-point lead. Now, with Polari, was he always this balanced of a scorer when he played at Monmouth?
Yeah, he was able to score in different ways. You know, very athletic. Got some size. Obviously, we know he can shoot the 3, but able to get to the rim.
He's become such a crucial piece for Ortho and J as Nelson to the rim for 2. Steal. George Pappas has hit a lot of 3s in the past. Not there. Here's Chetty Mosley. Nice move. Doesn't get the roll. Hargis, his putback is good.
Well, and with that, we're going to see Mike Heyman come back into the game because Ortho getting pounded on the offensive glass, especially with the bigger Liba in the game. But Jesse Steele able to get on the board with a 3.
The 5 guards have worked for Ortho and J as Nelson coast to coast. 41-37 around the midway point of this second quarter. Polari, another 3 is no good there. Here's Dwayne Jones. Out to Chetty Mosley. There's Jones on the corner. Dumps it down low to Liba. Liba is 14, and he's fouled.
Oh, nice recognition there. Leiba had the smaller Weish on him, and he's taking some body inside, and looks like we're going to get a media timeout.
And what that does is that allows Mike Amon to get back into the game. So a smart foul by Weish, and that will take us to immediate timeout with 4:53 to play in the first half. Ortho and Jay controls by 4. Kieran Shear checking back in, inbounding to Saeed Nelson, who drives inside. Another 2 for Nelson, cutting the lead to 2. During that break, Mike Amon back in.
Well, Nelson played his ball at American, scored over 2,000 points in his career, was a Patriot League Player of the Year in 2020.
Steele missed the 3.
Yeah, and he's starting to get it going, as is Alex Leiba.
Who's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and they get Amon will pick up the foul inside, but been nice balance by Seashore. In particular, Leiba leading all scorers with 14. Saeed Nelson starting to get it going. Played professionally last year in the United Kingdom. Had an excellent career at American. Played his high school ball down in South Jersey at St. Augustine High School.
As Leiba misses the first. Ortho and Jay's attack's been more 3-oriented, so Seashore Auto, if they can keep the balanced attack, looks good going down the stretch and later in this game. Steele's going to pass to Pappas. In for Weish, he finds him. Weish working on Dwayne Jones. He's got Pappas. Pappas passed up Pilaria, corner 3, no good there. Rebound, Karam's out to Dwayne Jones. Jones to Leiba, he tries a 3, it's good. Alex Leiba is on fire in the first half, he's got 18.
I'll tell you, the young man out of St. John Vianney is going to make Don Friday very happy. Out of Penn State, Harrisburg, and that's where you just see the veteran style of Mike Amon
bullying his way to the rim,
using that left. You see that's where the inexperience of Leiba, understanding how to guard that left hand.
As Nelson is fouled, he'll go to the line for 2. Good pick and roll between Leiba and Nelson there to get Nelson some space to drive. And with 3:17 to go, any foul that Ortho and Jay commits for the rest of the quarter will result in free throws. Nelson misses his first. We're still tied at 43. Salnave will check in for Pappas, as Pappas will go to the bench. Seashore Auto has more depth by 2 guys than Ortho and Jay. Interesting to see if that will make a difference as Nelson breaks the tie. He splits a pair at the line.
Well, and Ortho has basically only been playing 6 players.
Polari to Amon. Takes a fall-away jumper, and it goes. Amon gives the lead to Ortho and Jay. Here's Nelson. Out to Jagan Mosley. Has a screen from Liba. He's doubled. He drives inside. Offhand is good. Seashore Auto takes the lead. 46-45. 2:38 to play in quarter number 2. Amon has it in the post. Out to Weish. Weish, step back threes. Money! And back and forth we go. Both teams trading the lead. Liba sets a pick up top. Nelson has it. Here comes Liba again. Nelson drives inside, spins, puts one up, no good. Amon the rebound. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Weish has Jones on him. Passes to Polari in the corner. Steal wide open from 3, no good. Kieran Sheard in for the rebound. Here's Sheard inside. Foul and 1! Sheard muscles his way to the hoop. A chance for the old-fashioned three-point play and a chance to take the lead back. And Brad McCabe checks in for Polari.
An excellent take by Sheard right to the basket.
And he misses.
He misses the free throw there. A little bit of size on steal. He's able to go in and finish. We got ourselves a tie ball game here with 1.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Amon inside has the positioning, but good defense by Liba. Here's Nelson. Nelson inside. Counted and the foul! To the disbelief of Weish. Weish thought it was an offensive foul. It results in a defensive foul and Nelson to the line for 1. Seashore Auto back in front. Nelson and Liba have really done well as Nelson misses the free throw there.
Yeah, they've done the bulk of the scoring, I should say, for Seashore. And Weish
is fouled on the other end.
The ability for the quickness of these guards, in particular Nelson and Weish, able to go really coast to coast, right to the rim. Such speed, the ability to get to the rim quickly, finish with either hand. Weish wasn't able to finish that time, so he'll shoot 2.
He hits his first. Tommy Conniff will check in for Amon. He'll give Amon a breather for the last 1:12 of the half. Weish hits both. And once again, we're tied at 50, 1:10 to play. And attack. It's going to go on Kieran Sheard. Jesse Steele to take the technical. And he hits. Seashore Auto will have the ball. But Sheard, not a foul you like as a coach. I mean, no foul is liked, but that one's a huge no-no. Dwayne Jones, a minute to play. Jones, open from 2, no good. Rebound, Salnave. Salnave out to Weish. Weish wide open from 3, no good. Jones has it. He passes to Nelson. Nelson a 3, no good. Rebound and put back. Liba! He's got 20 in the first half.
What a terrific half he's had. Hit a 3, but done most of his work around the glass, hitting the offensive boards.
Weish to Steele. Has Sheard on him. Steele to the corner for Salnave. A 3, no good off the side of the basket. Seashore Auto can hold for the final shot. 10 seconds to play. Nelson has a screen up top from Lively. Passes down low to the corner for Jones. He has sheared as time expires. No good. That won't count. Seashore Auto takes a lead into half number 2. They lead at half by 1. Impressive first half for them. Liba with 20. Nelson we'll see after we get our first half stats, but as we go into our break, we bring trivia questions on this stream, and the first trivia question is, which Monmouth legend was the first to win a JSBL Playoff MVP award? Is it A, Alex Blackwell, B, John Giraldo, C, Blake Hamilton, or D, Justin Robinson? That answer will be given after halftime. You guys can put up your guesses in the stream. Me and Dave will be back to break down half number 1 after this short break. All right. So, welcome back, Dan Yuzerski, Dave Calloway. Now, the answer to the trivia question. Do you have any guesses?
I'm only going to guess Alex Blackwell because he's the oldest guy on that list, so I'm guessing if it was the first, it would have been him.
It is actually John Giraldo.
Wow.
John led Stearns Trailer to a 2005 championship win over USA Financial, scoring 23 and dishing out 7 assists. The team also included 3 other Hawks, Chris Kenny, Blake Hamilton, and Corey Hallett. 3 guys I'm assuming you know pretty well.
I know all those guys very well. It's interesting. John and Alex actually were tied as the all-time leading scorers in Division I history, which is they played at different times. And John's career ended at Marquette in the NCAA tournament, and he finished with the exact amount of same points as Alex Blackwell. And then Justin Robinson passed both of them in his senior year.
As, Nelson gets an unlucky bounce there, was halfway down and rimmed out. As Polari's three goes, and Ortho and J leads. First half stats in our hands. Liba had 20, Nelson had 13. They combined for over 60%. I wonder who will get going for Seashore Auto in the third and the fourth, because that's inefficiency from the rest of the team. Pappas has it here. Pappas to Amon. They play a little switch around. He steals it. Here's Dwayne Jones to the rim for two. We're tied again at 54. Polari, guarded by Nelson, takes a three. Too strong. Perfect positioning, and the putback goes for Mike Amon. Dominant on the offensive board there. As Jagan Mosley and one. He'll go to the line. Once again, tied at 56.
Yeah, for Seashore, as you mentioned, almost 60% of their offense, or over 60%, almost 2/3 of their offense came from Nelson and Liba. But Mosley, played his career at Georgetown, has the ability to put the ball in the basket and can get going in bunches.
We're tied at 56. Salnave has it here. He's got Nelson on him and a foul. Salnave leaned into that one a little bit. He'll go to the line for two. And some Monmouth guys checked coming into the gym. There's Jarvis Vaughn across from us. Salnave hits his first. Quiet night for Ray. He's only got 7 points. Make it 8. More of an equal distribution of points on Ortho and Jay. Here's Dwayne Jones. To Liba, only missed once in that first half. Jones, long two, doesn't get the bounce. Pappas the rebound. Pappas to Salnave. He's got Sheeran on him. Gets a screen from Amon, and kickball violation going on number 10, Saeed Nelson. Weish will side it into Amon, who's got Liba on him. Amon spinning inside. The jump hook doesn't go. Here's Nelson. Nelson to the corner for Dwayne Jones. Fake the three, takes a two. No good. Rebound, Louis Polari. Pappas, three, no good. Rebound, Amon. Amon has it tipped out of his hand. It'll stay at this end. A lot of contact, but no call on the Pappas attempt.
Yeah, the officials have been really letting them play. No ticky-tack foul call at all. Really has to be a lot of contact. The summer leagues aren't known for the physical defense. A lot of offense. Amon using his body and size on the younger, more frail Liba.
Only the second foul for Liba. Amon will go to the line for two more. Amon had 10 in that first half.
Along with 5 boards. Which I mentioned, that's on track for a double-double.
He's a walking double-double. He's not athletic, but what he does so well is he positions himself to get rebounds.
The other thing is I always find that left-handed post players are just harder to guard. Such a quick little release. You're used to guarding that right hand as a big man, especially the younger Liba. A huge advantage.
Here, missed it.
One of his rare misses, only his second on the evening where he missed.
Seashore Auto's gotten a little unlucky as Salnave finishes for two. There's been a couple of shots that have been halfway down that have rimmed out. that there'll be some positive regression there as Jagan Mosley has it here. He's got a screen set from Liba. He tries a three, no good. Liba the rebound. Liba the putback.
Liba does an excellent job of setting the screen and then rolling to the rim to get the rebound. Doesn't look for the ball as much, but goes right in to get the rebound. Pappas might have had it. Amon down low there, missed him.
Amon down low now. Has Liba on him, spinning inside, positioning, and one.
That's just Amon knowing how to use the rim. As I mentioned, that left hand. Liba still learning the game, not understanding how to guard that left.
Amon's almost 30. He's played overseas, and then you have Liba, who's a sophomore at Penn State. D2. It's not an easy matchup.
It was just a mismatch on the or miscommunication on the defensive end going down, as Jones was wide open.
64-60, under 6 to play in quarter number 3. Salnave has Amari Jones on him, and oh, they're going to call a side out.
Salnave wanted that to be an and one on the continuation. They're going to get that foul on the floor. The NBA might have got that, but not here in the JSBL.
There is the NBA rules, but not the NBA calls. Pappas a three, no good. Amon the rebound. Goes back up with it, no good. He gets his own rebound, and there he gets his second putback works this time.
Yeah, and that time finished with his right. A little a la Moses Malone, miss your own shot, get your rebound. That'll get you up to close to your
Amari
double-double.
Jones drains the three. Seashore Auto has not shot the three particularly well, and that was a big one there to cut the lead to 3. They were just 4 of 16 in half of number 1, and you're not going to win many games shooting 25% from 3.
Especially in a summer league game where there's a lot of points being scored.
Another putback for Amon.
And actually, we looked at the stats and we talked about it at halftime. Seashore had 8 more rebounds and shot a higher percentage, but it was the 3-point shot by Ortho that allowed them to stay within 1.
Amon gets that one down too. He's on fire in quarter number 3. And Terry Hicks takes a timeout. Mike Amon propelling Ortho and Jay to a 7-point lead. We'll be right back with the conclusion of quarter number 3 after this media timeout. Welcome back to quarter number 3, 4:26 to play. And we talked about it in the break. Seashore Auto had dominated Ortho and Jay in the rebounding end as they almost backcourt it there. Ortho and Jay has closed that gap, dominating the offensive boards. Quarter number 3, a Sheard for 2.
Well, that was a nice take by Sheard and able to get his own rebound and use the rim to protect himself against Amon.
Amon has Hargis guarding him as Weiss drilling a 3. Liba on the bench, sitting with those three fouls. Here's Sheard. Good defense by Amon inside, and Sheard punches it out. It'll stay with Ortho and Jay. As it's going to be immediate timeout. I didn't think it was going to be immediate timeout because it looked like we had just taken one.
They're actually discussing, I think, Weich's three, whether it was a three or not. And I think he was way behind the arc. Yep, and they're giving him the three. So they're, which is what they counted on the scoreboard anyway. So Ortho with an 8-point lead. 3:37 left here in the third.
A lot of time left. 8-point lead really isn't much with how these guys can score in a summer league.
Well, you normally say, too, with the three-point shot, you can get back in a hurry. That has not been Seashore's strength tonight. Really, their strength has been the young guy inside. And Alex Liba, and even Nelson and Mosley, who've been the second and third top scorers for Seashore, have done a lot of their work around the rim, too, via the dribble, getting into the lane and finishing. Get to the free throw line a few times.
With the way Ortho and Jay can shoot, it's so tough if you're not able to make three-pointers because they're going to make their share of threes, and you have to be able to answer it. And right now, Seashore Auto's having a hard time doing that. They get it down low to Amon, who has Amari Jones on him. Here's Pappas inside to Salnave. Got the twos.
Salnave uses his body so well around the rim, and now Ortho with their largest lead of the game, their first double-digit lead.
First for either side as Hargis just three rims out, and it'll stay here.
That time, Polari and Salnave fighting over the rebound there. Goes out of bounds. Seashore inbound on the baseline out of bounds here.
Mari Jones sets the screen for Nelson, who works inside a travel. And Seashore Auto might be out of steam as Ortho and Jay is really starting to put their foot on the throats of Seashore Auto as a whistle here.
Saeed Nelson was hobbling a little bit after that last play, and then
Nelson picks up his third. It'll send Weish to the line.
Nelson and Liba, the top scorers for Seashore, both on the bench with 3 fouls. Interesting to see how long Coach Hicks decides to. I don't know if he wants to wait until the fourth quarter to get them back in. He's in danger of falling behind. Already down 12 now, the largest lead of the game for Ortho.
And not only that, I'm interested to see who's going to step up.
Well, this would be the guy right here.
Mosley, a three. They needed it.
Yeah. Look for Mosley to take over right now with Nelson and Liba out of the game. And Ortho going down low to Amon. No real size in there for Seashore.
5 guards on the floor. Good defense there. Fight for the rebound. Stays at this end after it goes off Seashore Auto.
Yeah, and with Ortho going down to Amon and then working the glass, Coach Hicks comes in back with Liba. It's been a little quiet this second half. A tremendous first half.
Salnave misses. Who's going to get it? Comes out to Jagan Mosley. Mosley previously drilling a 3. Passes to Sheard, who drives inside. Offensive foul! Salnave stood in there and took the charge.
That is a rare scene in a summer league basketball game. A lot of guys don't want to give up their bodies for the offensive, but Salnave takes that.
Using his body on the offensive end, as you pointed out earlier, and now the defensive end. It'll go the other way as George Pappas has been designated as this game's cleanup guy. Weish, step back three, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound carried out to Salnave, and the pass is tipped out of bounds. Jesse Steele will check in for Weish. Salnave to inbound. Salnave finds Polari, who's been quiet in the quarter. Passes down low to Amon. Amon spinning out to Steele. Steele, mid-range, passes it up to Amon. Amon is fouled.
And that's actually going to be Liba's fourth.
He's got 2 more to work with. Liba was in disbelief because from this vantage point, it didn't look like there was as much contact. But the refs obviously had a better view than us. Amon makes his first. His second is up and good. Mike Amon dominating right now for Ortho and Jay. Jones out to Shear, drives for the deuce. Lead back down to 9 with 1:30 to play. Salnave has Hargis on him. Amon sets the screen. Amon had the 3 passes to Pappas. He's got Jagan Mosley on him. Steele with 5 to shoot. Trying to shake Jagan Mosley. Step back 3 for Steele, no good. Rebounded Liba. 60 seconds to play in the third quarter. Dwayne Jones driving in, flipping one up. He's fouled. Basket doesn't go. Pappas picking up his third.
Well, we talk about summer leagues not really known for their defense, but that was an excellent defensive possession for Seashore. And now Jones has a chance to cut into that deficit, misses the first free throw.
Amon checks out, presumably for the final minute or so this quarter, and then maybe a few in the fourth as Jones goes 1 of 2 from the line. 8-point game, 53 to play in quarter number 3.
Looked like Coach Hicks was also trying to get Liba out with his 4 fouls and also with Amon out. I want to make sure he doesn't pick up a 5th here.
Polari's mid-range no good. Rebounded Hargis. Hargis, to get rid of it, he gets rid of it to Dwayne Jones. Jones with the screen set by Liba. Liba another screen. Jones a 3, no good. Rebound, Weish. Weish trying to go coast to coast. He passes to Polari. Polari inside. Doesn't get the bounce. Liba the rebound. Shot clock turned off. 18 seconds to play. And Seashore Auto will presumably hold for the final shot of quarter number 3.
Yeah, and Jacob Mosley has the ball. Look for him to make the play here. I would not be surprised if the ball does not touch another Seashore player rest of this quarter.
Driving in, getting it as its quarter expires. Hit the nail right on the head. 6-point lead for Ortho and Jay. Seashore Auto able to cut it a little bit going into quarter number 4. 1 more to play in game 1 of the doubleheader. We'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back to the start of quarter number 4. 10 minutes. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Here's Dwayne Jones spinning inside on Jesse Steele, doesn't get it. He gets the rebound and his putback is good.
Well, both teams going with 5 guards.
And he stared down Weish after that. 4-point game, 9:30 to play. Weish with Jagan Mosley, the deuce. Both teams trading baskets on their opening possessions of the fourth quarter. Harga sets the screen on Weish. Jagan Mosley's 3 is no good. Rebound was tipped out by Amari Jones. George Pappas, 2 of 8 shooting, only 4 points tonight. It hasn't mattered as Salnave's 3 is no good. Rebound, Amari Jones. Comes Mosley with it with Nelson on the bench. He's been helping them picking up the scoring, and he does there, the deuce. Weish, here's Pappas. His pass is stolen by Dwayne Jones. Jones to Mosley. Here comes Jagan Mosley. Inside. Nice pass to Amari Jones. Lead cut to 2. 6-2 run over the first minute 30 for Seashore Auto.
And look for Amon to get back into the game. He pretty much carried Ortho in the third quarter with 14
Pappas
points.
Fouled. No basket. It's a good foul by Jagan Mosley. Pappas beat him, and they don't allow the continuation. 8:19 to play. Ortho and Jay will have 14 to shoot. Weish to Polari. Polari inside. Tough finish for 2.
Well, that's what we talk about Polari. His ability to get to the rim quickly and explodes up and quick finish.
Here's Sheard. Outside to Amari Jones, driving in on the baseline. Nice offhand layup.
And Jones with back-to-back baskets for Seashore.
Mike Amon getting ready to check back in. Polari tries a 3 off the side of the rim. Rebound Jagan Mosley. Jones gets it into Sheard. Sheard to the corner for Amari Jones. A 3, no good. Pappas the rebound, 2-on-1. He slows it down. He's got Jagan Mosley on him. He passes to a cutting Polari. The flush.
When we talk about Polari, his explosiveness as he accelerates to the rim.
4-point lead. Here comes Jagan Mosley. Doesn't get it to go. Weiss the rebound. 3-on-2 outbreak. Steele, a 3. Good close from Jones. Goes to Pappas. The deuce. Only 6 for him tonight. And Seashore Auto takes a timeout with 6:49 to play in the fourth quarter. 6-point game. We'll be right back. Amari Jones checks back into Dwayne Jones, and during that break, Saeed Nelson walked out of the gym, still in uniform, but he does not look like he's coming back in. As Hargis has it.
Yeah, the play where he went to the basket, he came up limping, and he fouled on purpose to get himself out of the game.
Liba tries a three, no good off the front of the rim. Good rebound and put back by Hargis. Hargis stole it away from Polari, and then his putback was good. 4-point game, 6:17 to play. Amon working on Liba down low. Amon spinning. It's too easy.
Yeah, with Liba with the 4 fouls, even though he still has 2 to give, one where he could stay in, and the second one he obviously would be gone.
As Amari Jones' three is too strong. Rebound carrying out to Pappas. Salnave takes a dribble, tries a three, splash. 9-point lead.
Well, Ortho had a 12-point lead, and Seashore got back into it, cut it all the way to 2. But with Jones out.
Hargis a three, no good. And Seashore off. Seashore Auto starting to sputter a little bit offensively.
And there's a little bit of danger zone right now for Seashore. Saudi just hits 2 threes in a row. Gets that lead right back up to 12.
They need a basket here. Mosley's been the guy to step up, and Amon tips it. No backcourt. Dwayne Jones to the corner for Hargis. Out top, Mosley. He's got a wide open three. They need it. Doesn't get it. Salnave the rebound. Salnave for 3 in a row. 3 in a row for Salnave. The lead's 15.
Salnave just scored 9 unanswered by himself. 3 threes to build this 15-point lead.
Amon blocks Liba as the long pass is intercepted. Here's Liba, easy 2. 4:20 to play. 13-point game. Still some time left for Seashore Auto to get back in, but starting to dwindle. Salnave has hit 3 in a row. Make it 4. A 12-2 Ray Salnave run has put it out of reach for Seashore Auto. Ortho and Jay moving on to round 2, looking more and more likely. Timeout on the floor. We will be back with the conclusion of game number 1 of our doubleheader. Welcome back. 16-point game on a little over 4 to play. As Ray Salnave, 12-2 run. He's hit 4 consecutive three-pointers, and the lead is 16 as Amari Jones misses the 3. Remember, there is a game after this. RKE Athletic, Seaview Jeep. Jack Collins, a Salnave, airballed. That's an interesting matchup. Xander Rice, presumed to be the starting point guard for Monmouth, and last year's CAA Rookie of the Year finalist Jack Collins taking on each other. As Amon wrestles for the rebound, Jones dribbled it out. Ortho and Jay ball. And another timeout on the floor. We'll be right back after this break. 101-85. Welcome back. 3:35 to play, and with the game basically out of hand, there's a little bit of a preview to the second one. Some Monmouth flavors, Xander Rice and Jack Collins to match up against each other. There's Xander over there on the right, behind Ortho and Jay's bench as Weish dumps it to Amon. Amon, he's just been unstoppable in the second half. Liba was able to play him well in that first half, but the veteran just took him to school in the second half. And for Alex Liba, this is nothing but a great learning experience for the sophomore.
Well, he played terrific in the first half at 20. Was quieted in the second half, sat a little bit with some foul trouble, but as you mentioned, being able to play against a veteran like Amon and learning how to guard against a left-hander will only help him as he plays his ball at Penn State Harrisburg.
He missed his first free throw. He missed a pair. 3 to play in the fourth quarter. Ortho and Jay, barring a miracle comeback, looking to move on to round number 2, where, depending on how everything goes, may have Larson Ford awaiting for them as Amon misses the free. Pappas steals it, dumping it down low to Salnave. Easy layup, lead to 20.
Well, we talked about Seashore was missing some players. We thought this might be the outcome. But Seashore played really, really well for about 3.5 quarters, and then just combination ran out of gas. I think Jones getting hurt affected them a little
Nelson
bit.
as Liba blocks
Nelson.
it.
Yeah, Nelson getting hurt, affected them a little bit.
Conniff will check in. Tommy Conniff to check in for Mike Amon. Looking ahead to game number 2, how excited are you to see Xander and Jack play, as you are one of the color commentators for Monmouth?
Yeah, looking forward to getting the early preview. We'll be playing against each other tonight and playing alongside all season. And Mama's second year in the CAA, which
I'm confident in them this year. I mean, it was a young team. There was some inexperience last year, and the CAA is much different than the MAC. Not as many rollover guys, not as many teams that you could beat easily in the CAA compared to the MAC. Charleston's great. Charleston won 30 games last year. Delaware's great. As Pappas. An off night for him, but his team hasn't really needed him. Dominating performances from Amon, Weish, and Ray Salnaves running the fourth quarter, propelling Ortho and Jay to a victory as Pappas tries a 3 there. He gets one to go down and shows his excitement.
Oh, as you mentioned, he struggled tonight, finally gets one to go.
Here comes Mosley.
And with this outcome in the hands for Ortho.
As Pappas, another 3's down. He's one of those guys who you can see he never wavers in his confidence. I mean, you got a first-hand view of him for 5 years, as that'll do it.
And he's somebody that got better every year and had an excellent 5th year as Monmouth lost in that championship game in the MAC to St. Peter's, who went all the way to the Elite 8 in the NCAA tournament.
Now, Ortho and Jay wins, but I'm going to ask you this. When St. Peter's beat Monmouth, did you see that outcome happening or no?
In that championship game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you looked at St. Peter's. It was obviously a very good team. And that Monmouth team was very good as well. And actually, they both kind of benefited from Ryder knocking off Iona that year, who was the 1 seed. And really, just all 3 teams were very, very strong. And I think we would be fibbing if we saw St. Peter's making a run to the Elite Eight after that championship game. But it was really captured the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area. St. Peter's did for sure.
Definitely. And as we end the broadcast for game number 1, RKA Athletic, Seaview Jeep up next. But you can't talk about this game without talking about how dominating Mike Amon was in the second half.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of Amon really played well in that third quarter to build the lead for Ortho, and then when he came back in the fourth, and then Ray Salnay scored 12 straight points, 4 threes, just kind of became in fuego, feeling it, and kind of opened the game out and closed the game out for Ortho.
Yeah, for Ortho, Lima still led them with 24. Mosley had 18. Nelson with 13. But 29 for Salnave, 28, 12, and 2 for Amon. And Pappas ended up finishing with a double-double. He had 12 rebounds. Salnave as well, a double-double. Weish with 19. Polari with 22. It was a very balanced scoring attack for Ortho and Jay compared to a 3-man wrecking crew for Seashore Auto. And the depth scoring for Ortho and Jay ended up propelling them to the victory.
Yeah, I would agree. I think you have, Liba played really well in the first half, had 20 points, only had 4 in the second. We mentioned Nelson didn't score in the second half as he injured himself somewhere late in the third quarter. And then Jagan Mosley got going a little bit, and Dwayne Jones, they were really their only offense in the second half. But really it was the balanced scoring of Ortho in the first half. Louis Polari led the way, and Mike Amon really just played well, in particular in that third and fourth quarter. And then Ray Salnay ended up leading all scorers with 29, in particular that stretch of 4 straight threes to score and really blow this thing open.
As we have Mike Amon here, and yes, we do. Yeah, can you?
You're not putting this back on after, are you?
Here, we can get you a different headset.
I care for him. I don't care.
Yeah, we can. So there's another headset in there if you want to grab it out, Mike.
On this?
Yeah. You can keep that. I'll take it out.
He's putting that back on. I don't want him all musty and sweaty.
No problem, Mike. I appreciate that.
How did I do today? Outside, how did I do in the second half? First half was god awful.
You had 14 in the quarter, just 4 points, but it was more your presence when you came back in. But that third quarter, talk a little bit about, that was really where you guys opened the game up a little bit, built the lead, and really you were pretty much the main force for them in that third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, after that first half.
We on?
Oh, good.
Can we hear him?
Yep, I'm
Okay,
good. After that first half, I was struggling a little bit. And the guys talked to me. They still relied on me. They still gave me the ball. Eventually you have to show up and play, right? I mean, that's what we're here to do, playing to win. So the guys trusted me. I had a good second half. And then Ray got hot in that fourth quarter, which kind of just put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, so talk about, you played against a young big man early on. He played great in the first half. And then, but, you're knowing how to play the game. You've done it for a long time. And also talk a little bit, I was talking, you being left-handed, I always think it's an advantage for big guys in there, especially going against a younger guy. They don't know how to guard that. They're off a little bit.
Yeah, everyone knows. Everyone always says force him right, force him right, force him right. And you can. Eventually, I'm coming back to that left hand.
Yeah.
I've been doing this a while. I'm going to set you up like I'm going right. I'll sell my whole body. But at the end of the day, we all know I'm going back to that left hand.
Sure.
But that big kid, I was not expecting that. Honestly, I came out flat. He was kicking my ass, to be honest. He was kicking my ass, so kind of got down on myself, subbed myself out, hit the refresh button, and eventually, how it is, just I've been doing this a lot longer than him, but he's a good player.
Well, yeah. Well, you rebounded nicely, and rebounding a big part of your game inside there, and obviously for this team, really almost all the other players are really guards. So, on the floor, you're the main guy in there getting the rebounds for them. You advance into the JSBL semifinals. What are your thoughts moving forward?
I mean, hopefully we can get it done this year. I've been doing this 7-8 years. I'm going to win the championship, so hopefully I get one this year. I mean, there's a lot of talent down here. Everyone thinks shore basketball is not all that. But when you look at the rosters and everything, all these Division I guys, these pros, these NBA guys coming in, I mean, it's a great league. And at the end of the day, you just want to win. You just want to win just to brag about it to all the guys you see playing all these other leagues and stuff like that. It just gives you a little bit to talk smack about.
Well, we wish you luck moving forward. Great game tonight. Great second half.
Thank you, guys.
Nice win.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the start of game number 2 next here on Jersey Shore Basketball League Hoops YouTube channel.